Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 5 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password is provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 5 math and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter ratios, proportions and percents. The lessons we're going to cover today are convert between percents, fractions, and decimals. What percentage is illustrated? Scale drawings and proportions. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. Here I am on grade 5 math. The chapter we are on right now is ratios, proportions, and percents. Let's just start with the lesson that is convert between percents, fractions, and decimals. How do you write 0.2 as a percentage? So you have to convert from decimal to percentages, right? A 0.2 is a decimal, you have to convert into percentage. Whenever you have to convert a fraction, a decimal to a percentage, you always multiply it by the 100. So you have to do 0.2 times 100, that equals 20. So that means 0.2 equals 20%. Let's just start with the test questions. How do you convert 1 by 10 as a percent? So you are going to convert a fraction to percentage. So whenever you are going to divide it by 100, so you have to do 1 by 10 times 100. We have to do 1 by 10 times 100, or 10 times 1 is 10 and 10 times 10 is 100. 10 times 1 is 10, so that is 10%. Option number 2 is the correct option. That means 1 by 10 equals 10%. Option number 2 is the correct option. How do you write 0.3 as a percentage? So you have to convert from decimal to percentage. So you have to do 0.3 times 100. So 0.3 times 100 is 30%. The correct option is 30%. Option number 2 is the correct option. That is the second one is the correct option. That is 30%. How do you write 80% as a decimal? You have to write it in the decimal form. 80% means that is 80 over 100. 0 and 0 cancel out, and 8 divided by 10 is 0.8. So the correct option is option number 2. That is 0.8. Option number 2 is the correct option. That is 0.8. How do you write 100% as a decimal? Which is the correct option? 100% means that is 100 divided by 100, right? And 100 divided by 100 equals 1. The correct option is 1. Option number 2 is the correct option. How do you write 0.3 as a percentage form? So which is the correct option? The correct option is 63%. 0.3 times 100 is 63%. That is option number 2. How do you write 30% as a fraction or whole number in simplest form? Now you have to convert 30% to fraction. 30% means that is 30 divided by 100. Just simplify. 0 and 0 cancel out. You are left with just 3 by 10. Got it? Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. Mm. The next lesson is what percent is illustrated. Let's just start with the test questions. So this complete shape represents 100 small squares, right? You need to find out the colored one. So each line has 10 small squares: 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55. So the Shape represents 55 out of 100. 55 are colored. The total squares are 100 and 55 of them are colored. That is 55 out of 100 and we can write it as 55%. Got it? The correct option is 55%. Option number 2 is the correct option. That is 55%. What percentage of the shape is red, which is the correct option? That is 46%. Option number 2 is the correct option. What percentage of the shape is red? That is 46%. Option number 2 is the correct option. What percentage of the shape is orange? That is 28%. Option number 2 is the correct option. What percentage of the shape is red? That is 87%. Option number 2 is the correct option. What percentage of the shape is green? I think it's the problem at your end because no one's screen is black. That is 63%. Option number 2 is the correct option. What percentage of the shape is blue? The correct option is 62%. Option number two is the correct option. You can restart your computer. What percentage of the shape is pink? That is 6%. Option number two is the correct option. What percentage of the shape is brown? That is 70%. Option number two is the correct option. Percentage of the shape is green. The correct option is 24%. Option number one is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is the next lesson is scale drawings. Peter drew a scale drawing of a city. The scale of the drawing was 1 inch equal 3 yards. What is the 1 inch equal 3 yards in the drawing? A neighborhood park is 22 inches wide. What is the width of the actual park? So basically, the scale is 1 inch to 3 yards. 1 inch equal 3 yards. You have to see if the park is 22 inches wide, in the drawing, the actual width of the park, you have to do 3 times 22, that is 22 inches. You have to convert from inches to yard. 1 inch times 22. Basically, that is like this. 1 by 3, that is inches to yard. You have 22 divided by, you need to find how much yards they are. So 1 times 22 is 22, and 3 times 22. So you have to do 22 inches because 1 times 22 and 22 times 3 is 66. So that is 66 yard wide. The actual park is 66 yards wide. Let's just start with the test questions. Anthony made a scale drawing of a summer camp. The scale he has used was 1 centimeter equals 6 meters. The sand volleyball court is 18 meters long. In real life, how long is the courtyard in the drawing? So the scale is 1 centimeter to 6 meter, right? The volleyball is that is 18-meter long. So you have to find the length in the drawing. So 6 times 3 is 18, right? So you have to do 1 times 3, that is 3 centimeter. The correct option is option number 1, that is 3 centimeter. Option number 2 is the correct option. Raymond measured an arcade and made a scale drawing in a real life. An air hockey table is 4 feet wide. It is 2 inches wide in the drawing. What is the scale of the drawing? So you have to find the scale of the drawing, right? 1 inch equal. Hold on. Raymond measured an arcade and made a scale drawing in real life. An air hockey table is 4 feet wide. If it is 2 inches wide in the drawing, okay, actually that is 4 feet. But in the drawing, that is 2 inches. So 2 times 2 is 4, right? Very good. So 1 inch equal 2 feet. The correct option is option number 2. 1 inch equal 2 feet. Option number 2 is the correct option. Leah measured a petting zoo and made a scale drawing. The scale of the drawing is 1 centimeter equal 2 meters. That is 1 centimeter equal 2 meters. If the goat pen is 6 centimeter in the drawing, how long is the actual pen? That is 6 centimeter in the drawing. 1 times 6 is 6 and 2 times 6 is, that is 12. Option number 2 is the correct option. Toad measured a community college and made a scale drawing. The scale of the drawing was 1 millimeter equal 4 meters. You have 1 millimeter to 4 meters. The actual width of the building is 24 meters. How wide is the building in the drawing? 4 times 6 is 24, right? That is 1 times 6 is 6. Option number 2 is the correct option. Jenny measured an apartment and made a scale drawing. In real life, the living room is 4 meter wide. It is 2 meter wide in the drawing. What is the scale of the drawing? Which is the correct option? 1 millimeter equal 2 meters. Option number 1 is the correct option. That is 2 meters. Craig drew a scale drawing of a swimming pool. The scale he used was 1 millimeter equal 10 meters. The pool is 50 meters long in the real life. How long is the pool in the drawing? So, which is the correct option? 1 millimeter equal 100 meters. The pool is 50 meters long in the real life. How long is the pool in the drawing? So 1 millimeter equal 10 meters, right? Yes, that is 5. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is proportions. Okay, fine. Fill in the missing number to complete the proportion. That is 1 by 3 equals the missing number divided by 3. 1 by 3 equals missing number divided by 9. 3 times 3 is 9. So you have to do 1 times 3. 1 times 3 is 3. Let's just start with the test questions. Fill in the missing number to complete the proportion. That is the missing number divided by 3 equals 6 over 9. So 3 times 3 is 9 and 2 times 3 is 6. So the missing number is 2. The correct option is 2. Fill in the missing number to complete the proportion. So which is the correct option? 2 times 3 is 6. So what number times 3 is 12? That is 4 times 3. Option number 2 is the correct option. 4, 4 it is, not 6. 5 times 2 is 10 and 2 times 2 is 4. Option number 2 is the correct option. Fill in the missing number to complete the proportion. Four times 4 is 16 and 5 times 4 is 20. Option number 2 is the correct option. 20 it is. Fill in the missing number to complete the option. Complete the proportion. One times 5 is 5 and 3 times 5 is 15. The correct option, option number 2, that is 15. Fill in the missing number to complete the proportion. Option number 2 is the correct option, that is 4. Fill in the missing number to complete the proportion. The correct option is sex. Option number two is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. We were working on grade 5 math. The chapter we have covered today is ratios, proportions, and percents. The lessons we have covered today are com- convert between decimals, fractions, and convert between percents, fractions, and decimals. What percentage is illustrated, scale drawings, and proportions. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can simply click on the live chat button. Here it is. Tutors are available there to help you, or either you can write down the questions in the chat box. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. So you can please ask questions. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. No questions? Okay, then that's all for today. See you in the next